I got money and money, these niggas niggas. I'm fitting it, you know, my bitch, my kids. I'm sending the ring out of beans. I'm fucking finish slipping in no rings. I know what you're gonna do. If I gotta be the one to be the street. Bitch, fuck niggas, I gotta be the one friend.
Who gays and shit? There's a fucking death. They lied.
I didn't ask you to fucking come home. I told you I need you. Telling me I'm rushing you. Ain't nobody rushing you. Nobody wants you.
You don't find it disrespectful, and I don't know what it is, bro. I guess some bullshit. You got headache, but you ain't had a headache when I was. The fuck out of here, bro. You ain't gonna get. They ain't gonna take your anger out of me. Like I did something. Like what the fuck, bro? Like nah. Got me fucked up, man. I told you, I'm not doing. I don't want to do shit nice to a bitch that ain't gonna sit there and act in really school all the sudden. Nah, nigga.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the UTEP Miners offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Back to pass. It's Rousseau. Here's the pressure.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team has been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
221 wing. Cooler 18.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ramirez. Snowed under by the defense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Miners decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Can they catch him? You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game record if that's the case.
And they're in for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. Got his man.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Bring in the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Miners want to move quickly.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Holds it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to the ground. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Miners in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. And the pressure gets there. Hey, down he goes at the 18.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the running back has it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they're after him. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Miners line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with him. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 9 to Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rushes on him. Makes the grab on the left. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man. It's Rousseau. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Here's a heat. The throw. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The lone back's got it. Oh, better look out. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. There he goes. The 20. Pins up. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. They booted away on fourth down. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the UTEP offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Unloads quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Back to pass. It's Rousseau. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The hand to the running back.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
He'll pull it down. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Miners will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Turning it on! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the fourth down. Now, I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays.
And he'll take it in for a touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 14 to Rutgers. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Miners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Rousseau. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Punt is on its way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
And the offense will take over.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Quick step and go. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The give to the back. Ran through the contact. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw. It's Rousseau. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's fourth down. The Miners send out the punt unit. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going on.
Looking to the big tight end. This time he's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down will open up the final period.
42 spot ready.
To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. He finally goes goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the punt team. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Miners will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. A quick pass to the left. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Miners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls it in. It's Love.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to pass. It's Madden. They'll run the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's good.
He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
Offense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the back over the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting... Breaks into the open. The 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Nice move to keep running. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Miners will call on their punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll take it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things.
Looking for a deep man. It's a big stride inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Looking to throw. He wants it all. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Madden. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And the Miners will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the tailback. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
First down for the offense.
On the ready.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.